story about how her coworker Victor is my best friend and introduced us. Rachel cuts me off mid-sentence and says, "Yeah. Victor felt bad for him. I was doing a favor, really." Then, laughs. You guys. My stomach literally dropped. That's not even close to how it happened. Victor had actually warned me about Rachel's ego before setting us up, but said she was a good girl underneath it all. Spoiler alert, she wasn't. I excuse myself to the bathroom, mostly so I don't cry in front of them. I'm in the stall texting Victor like, "UTF is happening?" When I get a notification that Rachel just tagged herself at this restaurant on Instagram with Girls Night Out, like, I'm not even there. Victor calls me immediately, but I send him to voicemail because I don't want the girls to hear me crying. I splash some water on my face, fix myself up, and give myself this sad little pep talk in the mirror about getting through dinner with dignity. When I get back to the table, they're all laughing about something, but stop abruptly when I sit down. Awesome. The waiter brings our main courses, and Rachel keeps making these jokes about my food choice. I ordered pasta, one of the less expensive options because I was already worried about the bill, and she keeps saying stuff like carb loading for a marathon, and that's a bold choice for someone with your body type. Each comment feels like a little paper cut, and they're adding up fast. At this point, I'm barely eating. Just pushing food around my plate and counting the minutes until I can leave. Then Paula asks Rachel about some presentation, and Rachel launches into this whole story about how her boss loved her ideas, and she's basically running the whole project now. Something clicks in my brain. The week before, Rachel had been stressing about this same presentation, saying her portion was only 5 minutes, and she was nervous. Now suddenly, she's the star? It's like she's living in some alternate universe where she's the main character. Then the bill comes. The waiter sets it on the table, and Rachel picks it up, looks at it for a second, then slides it over to me. I think she's just showing me the total. But then she says, and I will never forget this. "You know what? I don't think this is working." I stare at her, waiting for the punchline. There isn't one. "I've been trying to make this work, but I'm just not attracted to you anymore. I think we should break up." In the middle of a restaurant. In front of her friends. After 2 years together, who does that? I'm completely blindsided. Are you serious right now? This is how you want to do this? She stands up, grabs her jacket, and says, I still get a knot in my stomach thinking about it. "A guy like you should be grateful I even dated you this long. You're not exactly a prize." Then she and her friends just left. They all walked out together laughing, leaving me sitting there with a $347 bill for all their stupid Wagyu appetizers and fancy cocktails. The waiter came over with this look of pity that made everything 1,000 times worse. I paid the bill with my credit card, which I'm still paying off from Christmas, yay, and somehow made it to my car without completely falling apart. I called Victor from the parking lot sobbing so hard he couldn't understand me at first. He came straight to my apartment with a pint of Ben & Jerry's and a bottle of wine, the real MVP. Between ugly crying and stress eating cookie dough, I told him everything. He was livid.